The party.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello over there. How are you guys doing?
Oh, good. Already pretty much, yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. Tell us about your company.
So we are Queen of the Ashes company, Queen of the Ashes jury, sorry. A little bit excited. And we just started last year, actually, right after the last APP. And yeah, we're basically...
Where are you guys based out of?
We are in Germany, in Berlin.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, international.
Yeah. We're actually, in the beginning, we're Danish and German mixed since we moved over from Denmark.
Very cool.
Yay. So you guys are business partners?
Business partners and life partners.
Yeah.
Yay.
Actually,
well, let's see what you got.
So I don't know, we sent a video out to Chris. I don't know if it was shown already since I think the YouTube channel is delayed.
Cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and show that video right now.
Like luck.
Well, that was an intense video. That was super cool. I feel like I would just watch kind of like a music video or something.
Yeah, this was part of the intent. We were shooting the video in between lockdowns. This is our second lockdown right now. So Corona has put a big dent into starting this company also. And instead of ending up with a photographer, we ended up with a videographer who asked if it would be fine to just, display the jury in movement. And we're quite happy with that, yeah.
Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to start making jewelry?
So after traveling for a while through the States, after every conference, I ended up with some ideas that I got through, seeing all these new impressions. Ended up with a lot of scribblings and drawings, but didn't have the chance to, in the end, on one hand, learn all the skills needed to starting to make brass jewelry or the means to start a big company. And at some point, after we have been together for a few years, Mikkel actually pushed me to bring those designs to life, since we both didn't feel really represented with our style 100% in the industry. Everything, although very beautiful, although very loved by our studios customers, is too shiny, kind of.
As you also saw in the video, we maybe wanted a little bit more punkish style. We have both been in the punk environment for years, so it's also a little shine for that. So
that's awesome.
I should probably say that, because not so much anymore.
Yeah, and most of the designs are mainly inspired by growing up with watching post-apocalyptic movies, being constantly as young people in fantasy worlds by reading the books, watching the movies or the shows, as well as playing video games a lot. So some of our designs are also inspired, for example, by science fiction movies, like, for example, the Predator design here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool.
I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it even ended
Definitely
up
room for more punk for sure.
Yeah.
I love that within our body piercing industry, there are so many different subcultures of people and the different types of jewelry that they enjoy. And I think it really sparks, it shows the individuality that really comes with body piercing. everybody can have their septum pierced, but how you display it and how you represent it is completely unique to you. And I love that. So I really admire the fact that you guys are branching out and doing something different that more represents your lifestyle and your culture. And that's awesome.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, it's been a little bit harder with everything going on. Like, I think the company was stating for half a year before the first lockdown. We wanted also to be big at APP, but we could see with everything happening that we had to tone it down, like not just a little bit, but quite a lot, actually.
But of course, it exactly happened or was clear that APP ain't happening when all the stock was finally produced to bring it to APP. So we slowed down also a little bit on the, let's say, a bit more outrageous designs that I was planning to do. Because I'm a fan of very, very big designs, as you can see with, you saw in the video also those ones. Definitely not for everyday wear, or not at least for subtle wear, as well as some other designs that we had that maybe not necessarily for a party, but more for a piercer. Like a lot of our designs are more for piercers than end customers, I think also.
Cool. So is most of your stuff just earring styles, or do you make other things? Tell us more.
Up to now, that's the plan, yeah. We do have some ideas for gold ends, but I'm feeling, or I think we both feel that it doesn't make sense to branch out into too many niches at the moment and stay with ear weights and earrings, yes.
Very cool.
Well, we do some designs as variations if people ask for it. If people want, for example, the one design that I showed you right now as a necklace, we're doing this too, but only on custom order.
Cool. So you're wearing your own designs right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm stacking our tank girls and the scavenger queen. The scavenger queen, so the gears are basically the first design we put out. And the tank girl is one of the newest ones that we were starting to work on right before the pandemic hit. And then a few months later, it was finally finished. So yeah, basically also another idea I love is stacking jewelry. So we try to make everything stackable when it comes to earring designs, while of course the weights you can't stack necessarily, but I think one can try maybe.
If someone wanted to buy your designs, do you have a website or is it all done through social media? Or would
At the moment, mostly social media. We wanted to start doing a Shopify account that is for wholesale too. But at the moment, we're using my studio's online shop. And when a piercer wants to go to a wholesale order, they can do it through this. They can send me a message or can send us a message. And I am sending out a code that I generated that they can do a checkout. So then there will be 55% basically deducted from the order, so that people have that option. But we're working on it. We're just a little bit slower since we also have other jobs at the same time.
So are you guys on Instagram?
Yes, Queen
What's your
of
Instagram?
the Ashes jewelry.
Are there any underscores?
I have to check that because I never remember it, honestly. Cute kitty. Is it?
Oh, phenomenal.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Oh, I see it. I am officially following you.
Thank you. Yes, and there will be soon some new designs also coming out. We are having, as I said, also a big book full of sketches.
Yeah.
But we're trying not to bring them out all at once, but every few months, just 2-3 designs. So people can also not get overwhelmed by it. But for example, we're working now with, I don't know if you heard about, I hope I pronounced it right, the witches that did the Ixnay symbol, the IXNAY symbol. They did it right before the election, basically to vote Trump out. And we are actually good friends with one of them and started a collaboration with a design that's inspired by them. So there's some exciting stuff coming out soon too.
Cool. I just love your jewelry description on your Instagram. Post-apocalyptic and occult jewelry company from Germany. That is alone its own selling point.
True, but this is exactly also, I think the main words that would fit to it. Yes, like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
something.
I love that you get your inspiration from that, like the whole Mad Max, or like I just love that.
As well as if you look, for example, at the gear earrings for Scavenger Queens, they have an inscription on the side in the Theban alphabet, because everybody can just make gear earrings. You can make them basically like, you could make them unsafe with normal biking gears, but we wanted something special. So one of the movies that I think both of us really inspired us as a child, or that we loved as a child, was The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
So the sentence that awakens the evil dead, just in the Thebanian alphabet that we inscripted in there.
Oh,
Cool.
neat.
That's neat.
Yeah.
It's like a little Easter egg.
Yeah, that's basically that's the idea. We love Easter eggs.
Who doesn't?
That's true.
Do you have any photos of some of your jewelry you can show us, or any other pieces you'd like to hold up and show us?
Yes, we have a lot of pieces. Maybe you can just take some gloves and show the pieces while I'm trying to figure out how to share the screen.
Down at the bottom, there should be a little green button that says share screen.
Okay, so then maybe I show first some pictures and then we show how the jewelry works afterwards. Okay, let's get into the folder and open one of the pictures first. Here it is. No, here's only that one. Whatever. We can. Here it is. Sorry, I'm not so good with Zoom.
That's okay.
I think everybody of us is also trying to figure it out while we go along here. Oh. And here we go. So here we have, for example, the Our Lady of Scruffingers, the design that we showed earlier as a necklace, while also Mikkel is wearing in the photo Our Heels Touch, the earrings that we have other pictures of them where you can see it clearer too. But the earrings are what you can see also copper and yellow brass with little flames, inspired by Hel, the goddess of death and of the hell in Norwegian culture, but also of Norse culture. Sorry, but also by God of War. The name is inspired by God of War from one of the attacks that he can do with his blades of fire. Then the next one is our Mistress of Riddles, a Sphinx cat with, a very angry Sphinx cat with a lot of boobs.
I love it.
Those are
basically,
really
yeah,
cool.
it's basically the piercer design #1, because every piercer loves naked cats since they don't leave hair that we have to remove before work.
Those are really cool.
Those are so cool. Those are cool too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are our bestseller also. We managed to get to one conference since we exist. Apart from everything that happened now, we managed to go to BMXNet, and those were clearly the favorites of everybody.
Nice.
And here you can see the Heels Touch again on our good friend Sina. So you can see more details. I couldn't find any picture of them without being worn, sadly, on my computer.
I like the mixed metals.
Yes. Which one? Sorry.
I like the mixed metals that you've used, like 2 different tones.
Yeah, I love that. I love that options too. Like that we nowadays don't just have, one metal and you can see some details, but the jewelry makers are also able to now, work with mixed metals and have also that 3D effect instead of just, scribing. I don't know what it is. That's not describing what I'm searching for, but yeah, my English is not my native language, so it's not perfect.
With the flame setting off the piece, it adds depth to the piece really nicely.
So another picture of the Scruffingers in copper time. So all the colors that we usually use is copper, white brass, yellow brass, or we also have the option that we can coat it with some, like oxidize it and coat it to keep the oxidation going. Again, our first design, the Scavenger Queen, the Hunters that we showed earlier. They fit from 60 millimeter on.
Okay.
And they're limited actually to 50 pairs in the whole world. So anybody who wants them has to be quick.
Ooh, exclusivity.
Yeah, we want to do that a lot now. Very many exclusive designs so that people. These are also the ones that I'm wearing right now. These are our Tangle earrings. They come also in all colors. And here is one of our newest ones. We have them here to show to hold them up. I guess some of the gamers will recognize it. It's the cordyceps, and they are inspired by. I don't know if we can say that here.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
That just came out
Yeah.
not long ago.
A zombie game that just came out not long ago. Who knows, probably. Yeah, and they basically are also really fascinating to us because through this game, we got reminded of the cordyceps mushrooms that grow over insects usually, and other insects too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think other insects too. And yeah, basically now we have the clue which game it is anyhow. And we made a smaller version also of our
little
scavengers. Yeah, and they're called the baby scavengers, of course. Only have a diameter of 3 centimeters.
Cute.
Thank you. They're also a little bit thicker than the other ones. So they're a bit more suitable for those kind of men who want to wear jewelry but don't like the big design.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, here's our Desert Queen. I think one of our most day-to-day wear design also.
I love the texture.
Thank you. I must admit, it makes me kind of hungry because it makes me think of baked goods all the time.
Now I want cookies.
Yeah, right. And my personal favorite at the moment, the feral children.
Yes.
They are coming in white brass and yellow brass, and every time, like every one of them gets a different combination of stones. In this case, it's calsilica and rose quartz. And there will be no
the gems in the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make it a bit harder to to wear them. Like those are really not for a party, not for running after a train, because since the teeth here and here are both having rock crystals inside. Of course, if you don't take care of them, they can break. Sadly.
Yeah.
But we have that with a lot of jewelry designs from different companies. In the end, like if we work with stone, it is after all a material that can break, sadly.
Yeah.
But they're also a limited design. Like they're basically our playground to just play with stones and add them together however we want to.
Definitely.
And here's our model Matteo wearing them actually.
Yeah.
And me with my stack. And here's our Desert Queen by another model of ours, worn as well as the small gears. So also this one is good to see the proportion of our smaller gear earrings. And I think this is all the photos that I put on the computer because I felt the video showed most of them. And again, we are not having many designs out yet. So yeah.
But what you have is really unique. What you have, we don't have in the industry, like some of those pieces. So that's really what's important. Being exclusive and having kind of a small inventory is actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, this was kind of the goal. Also one of the reasons why we're not trying to smash out too many designs because we both like to just go through our drawings again and again to not end up risking to repeat ourselves or repeat anything that has been done before, because I am having the feeling that if we would not go into the details, if we would not add other parts on, then it could quickly look like something that we have seen throughout the years at every jewelry stand, just with some little differences.
Yeah, and we also need time to watch movies and play video games so we can get inspiration. That is also important.
True.
I love that you guys found the gap in the industry of what we weren't offering people, and then you filled that gap. I think that's just amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're also really hoping that next year's APP is actually happening, that COVID is hopefully fought soon, so that we can present everything in person and people having a chance to actually look at the jewelry and not just order online. We try to offer, of course, a middle ground and to offer that until this whole virus is fought through and until it looks like we really can have a conference, that we ship for free. Within Europe, definitely under for orders around 200 euro to the US, since it's more expensive and we actually want to have it insured when we send something for orders at 500 euro. But of course, since we don't have the outreach, some people notice, some people ordered that.
I can't wait to see what else you guys come up with. I'm really, really excited to see your collection expand over the next year. So I can't wait to see what you guys do at conference next year.
Thank you. I was really excited.
Thank you for coming on. I really like that. I really like how you guys have game inspired pieces. That's really neat.
Nerds.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I think, yeah, if you would see ours, we have so many things in general that are game and pop culture inspired.
Love it.
Like just the coffee mugs already where it starts.
Well, where do you see your company going over the next year or so? What are your plans?
Well,
I think we will keep on doing what we are doing and doing it a little bit slowly. It is hard to say anything in a year's span right now, but I will also say that it's not entirely up to us either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up for the whole circumstance of the world, honestly.
What?
Since it's feeling so much, especially in Germany right now, since we're on our second lockdown. So it's hard to say. It's a hard question, honestly. But we hope for the best.
And definitely we will stay with the idea of doing limited designs. In between, of course, still having some designs that will stay for longer. But especially with the game designs, there is that wish that we, from both our side, that we don't keep it in the catalog forever, but make it something special for those who actually own the jewelry.
Yeah, it's almost like you have seasons of jewelry. I said it's almost like you have seasons of jewelry.
Exactly, and I'm also hoping that everything relaxes more, that we can start also taking in consideration the designs that are a bit bigger, a bit clunkier, that definitely will be, you know, in the same way as Diablo Organics really big megalodons are only worn by a few people because they are just, you have to have the right ear size, you have to have the wish to wear something that's actually so heavy. Those type of designs of very heavy things that are not for day-to-day use, but more for a photo shoot, more for going out for a nice dinner, that we can actually start bringing those ones out, because those are my favorites.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I really, really like your story, and I really like the what you're offering. I think it's really cool.
Thank you. We're really grateful that yeah, we're really grateful to be here, actually, to have the chance to display our jewelry and to also take the space with so many people that are so long in the industry. Also, we got a little bit nervous after seeing Gorilla Glass beforehand.
Just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing great already. And I really enjoy seeing the pieces that I went on your Instagram and followed you, and I really enjoyed the pieces I was seeing. So
thank you.
Alternative.
Yeah, it means a lot.
It does, yeah. And yeah, stay updated, because we're not stopping also. We're not intending to.
No.
Don't. I
really also love your photography too. Your photography is great.
Thank you. I will tell our photographer, definitely. I think you're also thinking of the ones with models, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will tell him. I think he will be really happy. It's actually a very talented artist from Japan that moved here recently, and I got introduced to him through one of the models. Like, his work is really amazing. He's called Etsuki Photography on E3 Etsuki, if you want to follow his work.
Yeah, cool. I'm so glad I'm following you guys now. I think what you have is really unique, and I'm really glad that I got to meet y'all.
Thank you so much.
Anything else that you guys add before your time is up?
Sorry?
Somebody said something?
There we go. Is there anything you guys would like to add before your time is up?
No, I don't have anything at least.
Yeah, actually not really. Just thanks for having us. And again, yeah, if anybody watching this wants to order with us, they should shoot us a text, especially since we're, as such, still doing the whole thing with free shipping for studios to, well, we can only support so far, of course, with doing that.
Yes.
But yeah, like
Awesome.
for else, just thanks for having us and thanks for giving us the time and that space.
Definitely. Thank you for being on here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was cool. I didn't know anything about them, and they're over in Germany just crushing it with, you know, innovation and style, and that's really cool to see.
I really love seeing people take their interests outside of piercing and bringing it into the piercing industry. I think that's so great. Like with Kale and her crochet work, and then these guys with their apocalyptic theme things. I just think it's really wonderful to see people fall in love with something and then bring it into the piercing industry for us to all enjoy.
Like cats.
Yeah. Why is there not more cat jewelry, actually? Those Sphinx weights, how cool are those with all the nipples?
I like the rats too. That was a really unique way of doing the tail with the spiral around. I want to see that in the ear. I think that's probably going to look really, really neat.
Yeah. I should have asked, you know, how, if they were kind of lightweight or if they felt like they were a little heavier design. I should have asked that.
I really
couldn't tell how big they were.
I really enjoy weights that don't stop at the hook and they actually continue the design past it, almost like a hanger, but it's actually just a weight.
Totally. Yeah. That's got a totally different aesthetic when it's like coming from the back and the front and it's all wrapping together.
I'm curious to see once, well, someone wants to order something, you know, wink, wink at both of you. I want to see how heavy a lot of this stuff is. So.
Oh, whew.